it seems they got a lot of branding going on, and I think that it's probably the most high-profile one that I've seen in terms of just the type of people that are here and the type of people that are looking for movies, because it's not like the old days where if one movie got sold, it was a victory here. Every movie will end up somewhere, but there's so many different types of people now that are buying film. People are buying film for Netflix. They're buying films for VOD. Studios are looking to fill slots with movies here. There's people for television, looking to buy for TV. There's people here from TV production companies looking for directors to direct their TV shows. It's just, I think, the most diverse group of people walking the streets that I've ever seen.
What Tom says is so true. The motion picture business right now, almost every company has a different agenda that suits their business plan of their company. I think when Tom and I started in the business, most companies had the similar agendas. It's not like that anymore.
If you go back to the years of the big mistakes of Spitfire Grill and Happy Texas, where people put up $10, $12 million, $13 million, those were disasters. But in this new age, the international has become a very valuable commodity. People like Netflix, their numbers are different, so the numbers are relative. I don't think anyone's making foolish moves. Maybe some of the new companies might. So I don't think that the numbers are higher in terms of what you get for your money.
When we think about what someone else is doing, that's when we make big mistakes. And so we've kind of trained ourselves for saying, this is what this movie is worth for us. This is the range of where we think this movie is headed. Sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. But the fact of the matter is that's so much healthier for an ongoing business to say, oh, what are they doing? And what are they doing? And who are those other three people that they say are higher than you? It can jade your final offer in a way that's not healthy for business. So we really don't think about that.
Well, I mean, to me, this movie should have been made a long time ago. It's a coming-of-age story about a teenage girl, and you've seen so many of these stories of the coming of age of a young man, the Catcher in the Rye story, the first time the young guy has sex. It's just a constant theme in Hollywood, and it's about time that somebody made a movie for women that are, it's about women taking charge of their sexuality and becoming empowered with it, and that story that happens to every person, eventually in their life. And so this movie is a movie that I think speaks to women in a way that I don't think I've seen a film like this in a long time that's done that. And I think we're going to connect in a way that's going to surprise a lot of people, because this director really captures something that's really unique. And I think any woman I go and I say, hey, this is a story that's about this, they want to see it immediately. So it's the year of the woman.
Every year when we go to Cannes, when we go to Sundance, there's a motif in the finest films. It's almost like there's something going on in that moment. I remember we would come here, and the films that were about urban ghetto experience were, wow, there were so many that year. That was the year where that was the kind of shining motif. I don't know how that happens, but things reveal themselves. And I think at this festival, the motif is feminism.
Well, I think the studios have just sort of woken up to that, where you've started to see, the hangover version for women, maybe with a movie like Bachelorette, which is, a mainstream comedy. And the studios, I think, were shocked that they got a mostly female audience. And so I think at least there's a kernel of acknowledgement in that area with the studios. And I think that word travels fast. If there's a movie like ours, Teenage Girl, I think we're going to do incredible. And in terms of being commercial, I don't quite understand. I think women are very discerning about what they see, and I think they still are the person that leads the choice to see the film if it's a couple going to see a movie.